And we just need to know your name.
Stephen Harrison.
Okay, and so do you want to start from what happened to you?
I used to be a dustman. In 2001, we were emptying some bins and someone said there was a needle hanging out my leg. But it never went in my leg, it just scratched it. So I was forced to go and have a hepatitis B injection. I had one, and within 10 days I ended up with 80% rheumatoid arthritis. At the time I was running a football team, and I used to love dancing with my wife. We were sitting on the patio one day, about 10, 12 days after. My ankle started swelling and my hands started swelling. My wife had to run in to get some butter so I could get my wedding ring off. I went to my doctor's GP, Dr. Rebecca Jarvis, and she said, "You've had an adverse reaction to the injection. Thank God you only had one. If you had had the full course, you wouldn't be here now." I thought I was on my own, but then I was lucky to meet Anne Savage. And I've been on TV about it, everything, because from that day on it ruined my life. I had to give up running the football team. I haven't danced since. And without being rude, me and my wife had a lovely sexual relationship, a beautiful marriage. For the last 17 years, we've just been like brother and sister. As far as I'm concerned, my life's over. But you get all these people denying it's the injection. When I've got a consultant said it's the injection, also my doctor said it was the injection.
And so what's this here that you've got? This is prescriptions, is it?
Yeah, there's 2 pages there of all the pills. I've never taken pills in my life. Now when I walk down the stairs, I rattle like a baby's rattled. Well, I've got so many pills in front of me. But as we know, whatever they give me, nothing's going to work. It's just going to get worse and worse, and the pain's just going to get worse and worse. And the funny part is I'm the most anti-drug person in the world. But the only thing that eases my pain is marijuana, which I showed them when they done a newspaper interview for the Sun newspaper. I showed them it. When I went to the Houses of Parliament to meet some so-called health minister who was going to look into it, they asked what pills we were taking. I even put it on the table and said that is the only thing that does me any good. Because all these painkillers and everything else are a waste of time.
Yeah, they're a waste of time, you're right. Do you feel like the medical profession has let you down?
Oh, it's completely. All it needs is someone to tell the truth. It's like, I'll tell you a story. Years ago, I was sitting in the front room on my own one night. I went to get up and I fell down. And I phoned up the pharmaceutical whose doctor who was supposed to be dealing with it. His name was Dr. Kitchen. And I just left a message on the answer phone. I told him my name, my address, and I said, one day I hope your family suffer what you've done to mine for not telling the truth. 2 days later, me and my wife were out. I come back and my 2 sons were indoors and they said, "Dad, we've had the police here." I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "They've got a restraining order on you. You're not allowed to phone up this Dr. Kitchen anymore." And I said, "They can't give me a restraining order because they've got to give it to me." They said, "Well, that's what they said." I phoned up my friend who was Detective Sergeant in the CID of Brighton. And I said, "Mick, I've just, earlier today, 2 coppers come to the house and said to my boys to tell me they've got a restraining order." And his exact words were, "What a load of rubbish, they've got to give it to you." End of story. So the pharmaceutical companies have got more power than anyone else, even the police.
Do you think that if you would say you were in charge of a baby today, brand new baby?
No way in the world will I let my children have it. And it wasn't until my eldest son, he never knew the full story of what happened to me. He started working for the hospitals. And of course he has to have all these vaccinations. And he had it and he said, "Oh my God, Dad, I've had that injection." And touch wood, nothing happened to him. and even the nurses, doctors, and even when people go on holiday, do not get told when they have to have the hepatitis B injection if there's adverse reactions. They did not get told. And if I'd known there was going to be a reaction, I would never have had it. I've never been ill in my life, except for, of course, cuts, bruises, a broken arm when I was a little boy. And now, even when I have a flu jab, it's waste of time having it because I still get the flu.
Do not take flu jab, it is bad.
No, I don't take anything anymore. There's only one doctor I see, my general practitioner for 17 years, Dr. Rebecca Jarvis, and that is it. As far as I'm concerned, the medical staff are in the pharmaceutical company's hands. I've been offered 2 other treatments which I've been told one can cause brain damage, which of course I refused to have, I just laughed at him. And another one, I was on, I'm sorry, name of the pills on the paper, it begins with an M.
These pills here?
No, this,
Oh, the ones that are written there.
oh, it's there. Oh, that word I can't say, I'm sorry.
That's what I just put the camera to, they can look it out. Methotrexate.
Yeah.
So what was the side effects of that?
That one, the methotrexate, that I used to take it within 10 minutes. I was throwing up, and the other treatment, which I can't pronounce, I'm sorry. You go on a drip, have this, have that done, but there can be brain damage. And I just laughed because I even had to change my consultant. I'm not a vicious person, but I was under a consultant for 5 years. And he just didn't believe the story. Then on the final day I saw him, he said it must be the injection that's done it. And I looked at him. As I walked out of the hospital, I phoned up my doctor, I saw her. I said, please, Dr. Jarvis, will you change my consultant? You know I'm not violent, but if I have to see him again, I know I'm going to hit him. Within 2 weeks, I saw another consultant, Dr. Walker Bone. She looked at my x-rays and said, well, it's obvious you can see you haven't got the normal rheumatoid arthritis, because my bones are like when you eat a Cadbury's flake, when it flakes, the flakes fall down. That's how my bone is. And at the time I was losing the use of my left hand. And I told her, she took an x-ray of my hand, she said there's 2 bones here. Would you take the chance of having a metal rod to put on to try and save your hand? I said, yeah, you say so. And down to her, she saved my left hand, so now I can use that. And even down to disability and live allowance, they tried to put me on the low rate, and we all know how long you wait for that. I got the letter on the Friday saying I was going to be on the low rate. I phoned her up straight away, and she phoned the disability living allowance people on the Friday. On the Tuesday morning there was a letter come through for me for them saying, sorry, we've reopened your case. You are on the high rate of disability and living allowance, and you will be on that for the rest of your life. So it just goes to prove some people, there's a couple out there who help you, but the pharmaceutical companies have got more power in this company than anything, and they're scared to admit when they're wrong.
Do you know that vaccine that hurt you? In America, they give it to babies on day 1 of their life.
Well, I love my kids, they're my world. There's no way in the world, or my grandchild, would I ever let have that injection. So all they care about is money.
And they're bringing it to the UK to give to 8-week-old babies in autumn.
Well, I'll be in the front of the queue protesting because I ain't getting anywhere near my grandchild. So how much money do they need? As they done a test a few years ago with a new arthritis drug, I believe, with 16 university students. Within a couple of days, I think a couple of them died, and some come out like the elephant men. It got in the paper, then all of a sudden, yet again, guess what? We've never heard anything else since. What happened to them? They can just cover it up. At least with a murderer, you know where you stand. With a rapist, you know where you stand. With a bank robber, you know where you stand. But these people can get away with murder, and they know they're doing it. End of story.
What do you think the answer is? What do you think the people should do?
Well, I think the people should are entitled to know the truth. But like all politicians, they lie. So whatever happens, no matter how much we protest, you get coverage for a little while, then it all of a sudden it gets swept on the corner because they've flashed the money somewhere or they ain't backing something. And we know that by the amount of money that life-saving drugs have, that the common people can't have the life-saving ones, we're given the rubbish.
Did you meet that lady downstairs that I just interviewed? And what happened to her husband?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And it was because of me going on TV when this first happened to me, I realised she's been fighting it for so long. And I admire Anne so much. She has got guts and what she's done and what we've had people, this and that, then all of a sudden people are going to do this, do that. But then all of a sudden we don't hear from her anymore. So who's getting paid off? The people who are covering the stories, who don't need the money, but the people like me and Paul Ann's husband who's passed away, well, he had the 4, so it proves how lucky I was. Because if I had the 4, I know for a fact, and I've been told that by my doctor, I would have been dead. And it's destroyed my life. And I will say it on camera, I've said it, and I've even said it in the paper. If I saw Dr. Kitchen at the pharmaceutical company who has lied, I'm not a violent person anyway, but I guarantee you my legs would give out and I would run him over and just laugh. And because that's what he's done to my family, why he lives in his fancy house and they go to this and they go that. And these people we're supposed to trust, and they're the people that give the doctors the bad name because of money, money, money. And the people that need the money have to fight for it. We used to go away, as I say, me and my wife had a lovely life. We used to go away twice a year. We used to have a laugh, do this. For 16 years we haven't been like a couple, we're just like brother and sister, and that's what hurts me. And the only time, twice she's ever cried in her life was when our second child was born, and when she saw me one day struggling up 4 stairs in the garden, I turned around and she was crying. And if I could get hold of that Dr. Kitchen, I would do him damage. And anyone knows me, I'm just a lovable person. Anything else you want to know?
You tell that story so well.
But it's the truth. So you tell the truth. End the story. I would say in a court of law, anything, with him, he ruined my life, but he can get away with it.
I'm going like here. See those hearts here? The people telling you that they love you. So, look, they're coming in. These are people around the world saying that they love you. And they're sorry. Because they're all suffering the same injuries.
Ooh, there we are. Oh, what a fool. That's why I think we go through all this again, you know what I mean?